Hello and welcome to the London Biker. We are in my garden because it's bloody cold and we haven't driven anywhere this weekend. We're not wimps, I promise, but I'm doing the last in this series of videos, of 3 videos today, and we have a final recipe from Horizons Unlimited on Hub. This one involves noodles again. Now, this is from Sandered on Horizons Unlimited. That's sanderonasingle.blogspot.com. Wow, that's some real cooking, lads. I prefer to keep it simple. Boil some noodles, add a can of tuna, spice it up with a sauce of your fancy, gives a good meal for one. As an alternative, fry some onion and some garlic, add tuna and throw in the noodles at the end. Well, I mean, talk about simple. Sometimes we want really simple at the end of the day, and that's been the real pleasure of doing these recipes with noodles. They are so quick, they are so easy. So I have the mackerel, and what I've done is I've just picked up from the supermarket, you know, the store as I've gone past, a little one-person sachet of dolmio. When's your dolmio? Anyway, but I like fish, but we're not going to use it. I got sausage, because everyone enjoys a good sausage, and there's been a distinct lack of meat in the recipes today. So very simple. I've got the noodles going in here, boiling nicely. They've been going for about 5-10 minutes. So just give those a little stir. Just chop up the sausage. In fact, I mean, this, you could in fact say this was a bit fiddly because you need to brown off and cook the sausage first, but oh, it's worth it. This is sausage from the local butchers. Good bit of Lincolnshire. Look at that. Oh, I love a bit of Lincolnshire sausage. So let's just have a look at these noodles. They should be cooked by now, so yeah, that's about right. So we'll do the same thing again as we did in the last video. Drain these off. Very simple. Do you know what? I'm increasingly impressed with this MSR gear. We're going to do a little video going through the different types of cooking gear that we've used and the varying degrees of success we've had with them. And this is the first time that I've used this MSR gear, and as you can see I've got the heat exchanger on there, which boils the water quicker. But I'm just so impressed with the quality of the small things like the strainer in the lid. So same as last time, I'm just going to throw those in the pan to keep them warm. We'll put that back on there. Now these pans are non-stick, so you don't necessarily need some oil. I'm not going to put any in, I'm just going to whack the sausages straight in, and we'll brown those off. That'll take a few minutes. Well, as they're browning off, twice now you've seen me use the little Light My Fire dish. That's this dish here, which I've got the noodles sitting in. Now this gear is Light My Fire. It's available from Millets, Blacks, all those kind of places, and it is without doubt the best set of gear that I have found for just the combination of stuff that it can do. This pot, for example, is both a dish and a plate. It keeps things warm. It's not really meant to. It won't keep it very, very long time, but it's pretty good. It's very nicely designed. There's no sharp edges there. It is incredibly tough. It's really secure with the noodles in there. Nothing's coming out. But the combination of stuff it comes with is really quite impressive. It fits in quite well. The spork, of course, this is probably where you know Light My Fire from more than anything else. Fossils. And then there's this, the chopping board and strainer. I mean, it's a great, it's fine if you're cooking for one, a bit more difficult if you're doing more than one, but I've used that a great deal. It's good, it works. Little cup. Must admit, this cup, I do feel like I'm a 5-year-old when I'm drinking from this cup. The lid's not terribly secure, but you've got your little drinker, and I can do. Anyway, that aside. And then inside you have this little pot. Now this little pot seals marvellously, and in fact, I use it to store my hot chocolate. And you can see that I've got actually a bit more sugar in there than perhaps I should have, but there's nothing better at the end of a cold day than a cup of hot chocolate. So I just wanted to, whilst they were cooking through, just wanted to share that with you. I'm so impressed with the kit and the quality, the durability of it. I mean, it went to Russia with me, it went to Morocco with me, it went out to Australia with me, it's been all over the States with me. Solid, absolutely no problem at all. Now these sausages are pretty much done, so I'm going to pop the noodles back in, toss them around. I'm keeping the heat pretty much on full whack as it was before. And then I've got my little dolmio sauce. The thing I love about this recipe is just how simple it is. I mean, there's no messing around, there's no cutting up veg. It's all a bit prepared and a bit mechanical, but I mean, it's fast, really fast. And if you were just throwing the can of tuna in there, you wouldn't have had to brown the sausages, it would have been even better. I mean, even if you didn't want to use something like dolmio, you could use a can of tomatoes, or you know, whatever you fancy. And that's the thing about all of these recipes. Everything that we've done in these videos has been everything has been about improvisation, about changing what you have, about what the ingredients that you can find when you're out and about, and that's what's really good. This is just about coming to the heat now. I almost feel like it should be spaghetti, but the noodles works really well too. Piping hot, absolutely. Oh, that looks good. Lots of energy in there as well. Really nice and simple. Of course, it's only as good as it tastes. So let's big bit of sauce. I gotta try and get a bit of noodle and sausage. Exactly as you'd expect. Noodles, tomato sauce, sausage. Absolute classic. Tastes absolutely fine. Perfect at the end of a long day's travelling. Thanks for watching the LondonBiker.com. What are you doing?